This might be the cheapest digital camera you can buy right now, and honestly, that alone makes it interesting. But here's the real question. Is the Yashica Digipix 100 actually worth your money, or is it just another cheap gadget that looks good online and disappoints in real life? Today, we're going to find out. At first glance, this camera actually feels kind of impressive, not because it's powerful, but because it's so small and lightweight. It's about the size of a pack of playing cards, which means you can literally carry it in your pocket without even noticing it. The design is simple, clean, and slightly retro, which gives it a bit of charm. If you're someone who likes minimal gear or just wants something casual, this already feels appealing. But here's where things start to get interesting. When you see the specs online, they might look surprisingly decent for such a cheap camera. And that's exactly where a lot of people get excited. But in reality, numbers don't always tell the full story, especially in this price range. Once you actually start using the camera, you quickly realize what you're dealing with. The image quality is, let's just say, basic. Photos lack sharpness, colors can feel a bit off, and details are nowhere near what you'd expect from even a budget smartphone. In good lighting, you can get usable shots, but the moment lighting drops, things fall apart pretty fast. And this is something a lot of people don't talk about. Many ultra-cheap cameras like this don't truly capture high-resolution images the way you think. Instead, they often rely on software tricks to upscale images. So while the numbers might sound impressive, the real-world results tell a completely different story. Now let's talk about performance, because this is another area where you feel the limitations. The camera isn't fast. Autofocus can be slow, sometimes inconsistent, and there's a noticeable delay when taking photos. If you're trying to capture moving subjects or quick moments, you might miss the shot entirely. It's clearly not built for speed or precision. Video is also very basic. It works, but don't expect anything close to modern standards. The footage lacks detail, stabilization is minimal, and overall it feels outdated. This is definitely not a camera for content creators or anyone serious about video. So at this point you might be thinking, okay, this sounds pretty bad, but here's the twist. Not everyone buys a camera like this for quality. There's actually a growing trend of people who enjoy this kind of lo-fi look. The slightly soft images, the imperfect colors, the almost nostalgic digital feel, it reminds people of early 2000s cameras. And for some users, that's exactly the point. It's not about perfection, it's about style and simplicity. And that brings us to the real value of the Yashica Digipix 100. This is not a serious photography tool. It's more like a fun gadget.